The Civil Aviation Act of 2006 created an autonomous civil aviation authority, and the domestication of the Cape Town Convention provided room for the acquisition of modern aircraft. The act also came with other safety initiatives that resulted in the passing of the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) audits and the attainment of the American Federal Aviation Administration Category 1 certification in August 2010, which put Nigeria in the Aviation Ivy League in Africa, which include Cape Verde, Egypt, Ethiopia, Morocco, and South Africa. This means Nigeria has the laws and regulations necessary to oversee air carriers in accordance with ICAO rules. In a few weeks, Nigeria will be facing a review of this certification. Our chances of retaining the coveted Category 1 rating is the basis of our discussion on this edition. This is Aviation This Week on Channels Television, and it's nice to have you join us. I'm Bukola Joe-Oketunmbi.
Newsflash takes off with a shake-up in the aviation industry at the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria. While Captain Mukhtar Usman, the Commissioner of the Accident Investigation Bureau, AIB, is expected to succeed Captain Fola Akinkuotu as Director General of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, subject to confirmation by the Senate.
Still so many irregularities in appointments and upgradings that need to be corrected. On that, for the DG, I feel that I say categorically that it's ill-timed. Look at, we're just barely 3 weeks away for the visit of the FAA, and the new appointee needs to be confirmed by the Senate. But before you go to that, the FFA men and the FAA men are here.
In the meantime, Engineer Benedict Adeileka is to act as DG NCAA pending the confirmation by the Senate. The only survivor of the shake-up, Dr. Tony Anuforum, retains his position as Director General of the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET. From new appointees to the reevaluation of the U.S. FAA Category 1, some hours before he was relieved of office, the former Director General of the NCAA, Captain Fola Akinkuotu, explained what this means for Nigeria.
The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has once again written to inform us that they will be visiting Nigeria for a mandatory reassessment of our Category 1 certification. The recertification actually is an audit. Recently, you must have heard, or you must have known that the NCA talked a lot about auditing the airlines. We did audit Dana. What we are doing in essence is, when you start an operation, you tell us that you are going to conduct this operation under this set of processes. So what we are going to Dana and what we will go to the other airlines to do is revalidate the processes and ensure that the processes which they told us they were going to operate on, they still maintain. That's what the Category 1 certification is all about. We have laws in this country. We have processes that we've said meet ICAO standards. So the FAA will come and say, okay, show us, demonstrate to us, prove to us that these processes that you have documented, these processes which we have agreed you will be operating on, of course, the processes may be modified from time to time based on need or based on new ICAO standards and recommended practices, and you have adjusted to the new SAPs. The FAA want to revalidate that you are following those processes. That is what the audit is all about.
The team from the United States is expected to the country on March the 31st this year. Away from home, Qatar Airways has unveiled the cabin interior of its Airbus A380s at the ITB Travel Trade Show in Berlin, Germany, which features a new first-class product. The airline plans to put the Super Jumbo into service this summer between Doha and London Heathrow. The airline is configuring its A380s with a 3-class 517-seat layout, incorporating first and business class on the upper deck and the economy on the upper and main deck. The first class cabin features an all-new lie-flat seat offering 90 inches pitch. The 6-abreast business class cabin is similar to that introduced on Qatar's 787s. The economy cabin on the main deck has 10 abreast seating. The 8-seat first-class cabin is at the front of the upper deck, and it features a brand new lie-flat design offering 90 inches. That's about 229 centimeters pitch, and equipped with a 48-centimeter screen. The A380 is expected to be the only aircraft in Qatar's fleet to feature a first-class cabin once its 4 A340-600s have been retired. Qatar Airways is due to take delivery of its first 3 A380s in June to coincide with the opening of the new Doha International Airport. The delivery of the first 2 aircraft has been pushed back from April and May to allow the airline to introduce the type when its new hub is operational. The airline has firm orders for 10 A380s and options for 3 more. From the A380 to airline alliances, this time Garuda Indonesia has become the 20th member of SkyTeam at a special event on the Indonesian resort island of Bali. Garuda becomes the second Southeast Asian carrier to join SkyTeam after Vietnam Airlines. SkyTeam Managing Director Michael Wisburn says Garuda's entry will give its passengers access to SkyTeam's 1,064 destinations. Finally, a newsflash, global air freight grew 4.5% in January over the same month in 2013, a marked improvement on the sluggish growth that has plagued the air cargo market over the last couple of years. The IATA figures for January show growth outpaced the 2.2% increase seen in December, itself an improvement on a growth rate of just 1.4% in an air freight as a whole during 2013. IATA reports growth was solid across all regions, while the Middle East carriers, led by the fast-expanding Gulf Airlines, continued to grow at the fastest rate at nearly 11% in January, but there were positive signs for European and Asia-Pacific operators too.